Live. Anybody
Live.
out there? Is anybody watching?
Um, Me.
Me and you.
Let's just let's see. Some they'll comment.
Here, I'll say, hey, Mitch. Oh,
Yeah, there's you're in.
yeah, it
So we
came
got
right
some.
up.
At least we got somebody watching.
It seems to me before, when we first started doing this,
Yeah, maybe it didn't
the
have it. I don't.
StreamYard, it had it, but I
Oh,
think the StreamYard was real slow.
yeah. Though there's
Oh, there's
Jesse.
Jesse. Hey, what's happening, dude?
Sometimes this.
Watching from the gym.
Oh, yeah. That's where I should be. Then
Jesse, we got
again,
our uniforms on, dark hoodies.
yeah. I just have a
And
T-shirt on.
I went out for a
Um.
quick smoke. It is pouring now.
So
Real
how are
wood.
you doing,
Um,
Donald?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I got plenty of voice. I did an hour with Lars last night.
Right.
So,
That went good. It looked
back
good.
to back nights. Yeah, well, it was
And what
going.
did he get? A fractal?
Fractal FM9.
Oh
So
wow.
that's like the Helix floor, but it doesn't have the, here's Larry. Hey, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
You must have, your ears are burning.
Yeah.
You're just talking about, but and I looked at it. I can't believe I didn't notice that because I watched a bunch of FM9 videos, so I would
Hmm.
have, I had watched some previously, but didn't pay as much attention. But because he got one, I watched them. But I noticed today that there's no, you don't have a expression pedal built into the FM9,
Right. Right.
which surprises me because it's a better product basically. There's
Hey,
Janice. Hi,
Janice.
Janice. I am really having a media meltdown. What's going on, Janice?
Oh, she's too many shows to watch at one time.
Oh, too many. Yeah. Well,
But you can still put a. Can you? You can still add a physical.
yeah. He got two
Yeah.
of them. He got two. He said. So I guess he can use
Yeah.
it's like one for volume pedal. He said, and one for wah wah.
Right.
Or
Right. Right.
there's
Right.
other things you can use it for. I wouldn't know what to use it for,
Yeah. I did.
but
It's just
I barely
it.
use mine. Oh, I
It's
have
all
one.
overkill. It's all
Yeah,
overkill for
I
me.
have one wah wah patch that I use occasionally, but I'm not real good with it. You gotta. I
I
don't know.
you know,
Your phrasing has to be a certain way, I think, for the wah wah pedal to be.
Going back through the years since when I first started playing in 1969, 1970. You didn't have computers back then, and I had a big muff. I had a wah wah. Um, what are the brands? I think it was a good brand too.
Crybaby or
A
Morley?
Crybaby, yeah,
Crybaby.
and a big muff, and I had some other effects, a fuzz thing, but I
I
never knew what I
taught
was doing.
back in my earlier days of playing, starting to really play
Hmm.
for right when I met Janet, and I got that Strat was my first decent guitar after because my SGs were gone.
Right.
Uh, uh, I was thinking of getting a wah wah pedal, and I guess it was at Bill's. The guy, either Bill's or Gordon Miller Music, I forget which
Uh
one. But the
huh.
guy was explaining that the Morley was the better pedal because it was more reliable than the Crybaby because it used some kind of light. I don't understand it, but
Right.
those were your two main choices back in the '80s, were the Morley and the Crybaby. Of course, Crybaby's been around forever. Janice, I was a little shocked that you weren't in our Larry's chat last night, but you can't be everywhere all the time, and there's still a good amount of people doing live streams, right?
Right. Right. Oh, see, I've been I've been they add these new effects, and how's that
Oh my
look?
god, you stole my wall. Give me my wall back, god damn it.
That's what's that's without a green screen though, but it's not as good. See my head?
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Oh yeah, you lose part of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird. That's
It
weird.
is weird. Let's see if you noticed how
That's an
vertical.
optical set. Yeah, light. That's what that Larry. That's how the guy explained to me. He goes, "It's some kind. I guess he said optical set. Who knows what he said? 40 years
Hmm.
ago, but uh, 30 years ago. But yeah, but I never bought one because I wouldn't have known what the. Again, I think you got it's depending on how you pick is a big and how you finger notes and all. I think is a better guitarist with better dynamics in their picking and playing is going to get better use out of a wah wah pedal.
Right, 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 right. I
Pot
gotcha.
DM autocorrect.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tell
You
me
got you're
about it.
doing it on the phone. I would not. One time I did what I put YouTube on my phone out in the porch in the summertime, and somebody was doing a stream. I could not figure out on my phone how to bring up the chat to on the phone to do. Yeah, I'm like really. I really should be using a flip phone, not a smartphone.
Oh no, no, no. Flip phone.
I use the
Well, you
phone
you
to
you know how
get
to do it.
directions or find out if I'm looking for a
You know how
particular
to do
type.
it now, right? You know how to
I
do it
know how
now.
to. No, I don't know. Hey, there's
Yeah, I was gonna
Dwight,
say.
Frank, and Dwight Bailey have joined us. Hey guys, um, but
You.
so Jesse's watching on his phone. He's got autocorrect. Yeah, you got to watch that autocorrect. I took that off. I disabled that on like my second smartphone because I was getting stupid text.
Just right on. I don't know if you can see. Just right on the
Yeah.
bottom here. You just start typing.
Well, then I'm, maybe I wasn't
Mm.
logged in. That's why. Yeah,
You
I
have to be.
wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
You got to be logged in. Okay, that's why. Well, that makes sense. All right. So
Right.
I'm stupid. Look, I'm not real bright with the technology stuff.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
get
Yeah, I
by,
get you.
and
We got 12 in here. That's pretty good. All of a sudden, that's very
wow.
good.
Well, hello
Frank
everybody.
C. Frank C. Jesse. Lars. Um,
Janice and
Janice. And there's probably other people in here that
Jesse
haven't
was
said
first.
anything yet.
Janice second. Laura. Yeah. Well, that's cool. Anybody else out there? You want to just linger like I do most of the time when I watch chat? How do? We got nothing planned. We had we were going to do it. I forgot.
Here's what I want to. Here, I should have mentioned this yesterday. We need to talk about you and I because no one else knows what we're talking about.
Right.
Bill's Music House in
Oh yeah,
Catonsville, Maryland.
yeah.
That was the first place that I bought. I think guitars on credit. They would give it to you. You didn't have to have. You might have paid more interest. You had credit with them.
Right,
But
right.
I got my first. I'm pretty sure I got my first American Strat, American Telecaster, probably used. I'm sure,
When you
but I
were
bought it from
younger,
there.
were you like a Fender guy? That's what you liked, or
Yeah, yeah, more than anything. Yeah,
yeah,
I got Stratocasters, Telecasters.
yeah.
From there, you got used ones, and I bought
Yeah.
it on credit from Bill's Music House, who just just passed away like a month ago. He was
Yeah.
like, I think 81 or 82 or something like that. I believe.
Yeah, it
I
happens.
think.
But yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is a music store that Mitch is talking about. I could walk from my before we moved here to Delaware, near the beach, but not at the near the beach, 8 miles away. I could walk to that place, and I bought the Gibson Super Strat WRC. Wayne Charvel teamed up with Gibson for that guitar, and since traded that to somebody for another guitar, and I bought, what else did I buy there? Bought like my keyboard that I never use. And
Oh
all
yeah, yeah.
I can't tell you how many packs of strings. I probably still have some Bill's Music House brand E
Hmm.
strings, '09s, because I with that Gibson I used to always break strings. That it had a it's not a Floyd Rose, but it's like I guess it's like a license. I don't know what. Jesse, what kind of tremolos on that WRC? I don't know, but
Right. But they were good for young
yeah.
people if you didn't have any
Oh
credit.
yeah, they
And
were
and
absolutely
I had a Gibson like I had a Gibson. I think I bought this new, a Gibson the Paul. I think it was brand new. Came out in the early '80s. I can't remember where I got. I'm thinking I got it. I got it there, or maybe Gordon Miller's music.
Gordon
Remember
Miller.
that?
That was
Remember
that.
Gordon
Yeah,
Miller?
yeah. They were over Loch Raven and Taylor, and then they moved to off of Joppa Road, back
Right.
behind Orchard. And
So they were near where the Guitar Center is now, right
Right,
close to that, right in
right,
Towson, right?
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That, but yeah,
Yeah,
they went away. Oh, so that was a Floyd Rose. I didn't know that was a Floyd. Anyway,
yeah. They have like the better one is what's the German Floyd Rose, and
right,
the other ones that say licensed by Floyd Rose, they're not as
right,
good. Or
yeah. What
what's
I
the
don't,
good
what
Floyd Rose 1000 or something? I don't know.
Yeah, what I don't like about that whole setup is I don't like tuning down at the bridge.
Yeah,
I like tuning up at the headstock. It's
yeah.
just, you know, my, you know, when I first started playing, I had my two buddies left over. I bought their SGs, and they were nice. This is in the '70s. One in '75, and one in like '82 or '83. Two different ones, and one I sold for what I paid for it to Bills. I sold it to Bills because I needed money. I was out a bad month. I had
Hmm.
to buy something for somebody. But when I finally got a Stratocaster, my buddy was living in New Jersey, and he had just finished up college. He was a senior a chemist for Amoco or Union Carbide, one of those. It turned into Union Carbide, and then they had that accident in India where everybody got killed. So Union Carbide went out of business, and somebody bought them up. Anyway, they had Sam Ash up there in New Jersey. That was a big back in the '80s. That was a big, like, if you got Guitar Player magazine, they always had an ad in Guitar
You been
Player
there?
magazine.
You been
I've
to a
never,
Sam Ash? Me either.
uh,
I
no,
never have.
I've never been to one, but he bought it was
Yeah,
$199 for a Japanese Strat with a hard shell case, a cheap part, but it was a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fender case, not the real fancy tweed case, but but I
I
couldn't.
had
I can't.
my
A Strat.
first good guitar was a after I had my Stratocaster. Maybe it was before. I can't remember the order thing. I had a
Yeah,
Univox Les Paul. Remember Univox?
yeah,
I had
it's
a
called getting
Univox
old.
Les Paul.
It's called getting
Yeah,
old, dude.
and I had the Univox amp. I think it was tube
Is that
amp and
right?
the 412-inch cabinet, and
Wow.
it was horrible. It was terrible, heavy, and it didn't sound good.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was solid. I think it might have been solid. I don't remember. So many years ago. And then I had a Sun amp. Remember here? You would remember. This was near your way, your neck of the woods where you grew up. Stereo discounters.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember that they
I love
sold
that.
amp. They sold amps there one time.
Dude,
You remember?
I still have it out. No, did I get rid of it? No, I think no, I think I threw it away. Or did I give it to anyway, I bought it. That was my graduation present from high school.
Oh,
I got
really?
a little amp with and it had like tremolo, reverb, and it's supposed to have echo, but I don't think the
I don't
echo
think
ever
they sold
worked.
guitars or did
Yeah,
they?
well, they had like they had a Telecaster, and they'd have
Okay.
pig nose. So we used to go in there and sit on you'd sit on this like platform
Hmm.
and play a Telecaster through a pig nose amp.
I remember
That was like, it sounded great to us because we had shitty guitars.
I got with this band they were really good. I mean, they didn't have a lead player, but they did like surf type music, Beatles, whatever. All I could do was like a Johnny B. Good riff back then, and they were thrilled with it. Like, I put elements in everything I put. No, not everything I played, but I wanted to get an amp, so I got at Sarah Discounters a Sun. It had 6 10-inch speakers, and that was solid state, but that was junk too. That sounded horrible. I didn't know any better, but it worked. I mean, with that band, they made money. It was the only band I was ever in, but I felt guilty because all I did was put a lead in here and there. Didn't have to play with the chords or anything, and
Right,
I just got guilty because I lived in Reynoldstown. Everybody else, the guy, they practiced at in Glen Burnie, and it's like
right.
30 miles one way. I just said, and I felt guilty because look, you can do better than me. I just left, but I made a few bucks here and there.
Blackjack Guitar joined us. Hey,
Hello.
hey, Mitch, in this the StreamYard chat box, you can't do
No,
the at
no,
and just type in a couple letters and it comes up. So that's a
no, it's
difference.
it's different. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and oh, you can still ban people from here. I didn't even know that.
Oh,
Hmm.
really?
Yeah, Yeah, if you hover over somebody, and you'll see the three dots, you can left click it and see the, or I can. I don't know if you can.
No, I can't. That's just you. No, I
But if
can.
you're,
If I bring up the pop up chat, then I could do that. But we
but
don't get any.
you're a
We don't.
mod, you should be able
Yeah,
to do it.
but I'm not in. I'm not in pop up chat. I'm
No,
using the
no. I mean, go
StreamYard
back
chat.
and here once. When you hover over somebody's name with the
No, nothing
mouse,
happens.
you don't see nothing. Okay,
No.
all right. It might be maybe I'll see if I can. I think I can give you permission. I'll do that some other, figure that out.
Yeah.
But my other
We'll
channel. Oh,
check it
here's
out.
what I want to talk about. I started another channel.
Oh yeah. We were. Yeah.
I just went to a channel just where I don't want to show my face. I don't even want my voice recognizable. Uh, I
That's
just want to
cool.
keep it separate from here. Not I don't care who knows, but still, just like how do you set up a StreamYard account? So that's my first video. I did part one, and it's a new account. You have to wait 24 hours, at least 24 hours
Before you can
before
post.
you
Before you
before
can.
you can stream. That lets you stream.
Oh, okay.
So I got up to that point, and I just checked a little while ago. Now I can. I need to do part two and let me
Are you
stream
going
for
to
that.
do videos or
I
just
don't know.
stream?
I
Are you
don't
just
know if
going to?
I'm going to live stream from. Nah, I don't know. Just mainly just do videos, not live.
Gotcha.
Just how do you do stuff like this? Because it's like crazy. It's like I bought this on my other computer here. I got this 2i2 Focusrite Gen 4, and it's got loop back, but it's not turned on by default. And you got to go through 80,000 videos, and they don't really
What?
specify it, to have to turn on the loop back, the built-in loop back.
Uh huh.
So I'll do what it'll take like 2 minutes to do a video on that. Um, I just figured out on mine because I couldn't find it on the proper way, and I just figured out playing around with it myself. Just like to do like quick things, and I want to make it easy so anybody can understand.
That's cool. You do
Yeah,
something about mics. You could do something about
yeah,
cameras because you got enough
yeah.
mics. You got cameras. You're the OBS king, in my opinion.
But the thing is, there's 80,000 people doing it, and way better than me. There's this guy, Michael Fair. He's got a real good YouTube channel that tells you, all about streaming OBS. But to me, a lot of it it's too much, too overkill. I mean, I don't need had all this animation stuff going on. What is? I mean, it looks good, but you don't
Right.
need. I can do a lot of that in post. For my videos and but I don't need to do it live. I can do it in post production,
See, I could
whatever.
never do anything like that because I go off on tangents. I go off on tangents so much. Like last night, it happened again. I was talking with Larry and Lars in his chat his stream last night, and I go off on a tangent, and all of a sudden I forget what the hell were we talking about in the first place.
Well, that's
Now,
yeah, that
luckily, I had I got it came to me, but a lot of times it's like I cannot.
I
And
do
that
the
used to
same
happen to
thing.
me when I was selling cards. I'd be talking, and we'd be,
Yeah,
trying to
well,
sell it, and I'd go on a tangent about something. And it's like I couldn't remember what the hell we were talking about.
yeah, that's now. Yeah.
It's getting more worse as we get older.
Hey, hey, hon, what's my middle name again? Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's all part of things. But Bill, it was Bill Higgins. I never knew his last name that I recall. I don't think I remembered. But Bill's Music House, that's what his last name was, Bill Higgins.
Well, blackjack guitar. I've had this issue for a long time. It probably has to do with a
Yeah,
lot of dead brain cells,
yeah.
uh, he's drinking and other things. But
I got a
hey,
lot
I'm
of
just doing it. This show's brought to you by lemon
iced
and
tea.
sugared iced tea.
Ah, nothing wrong with that.
Now, speaking of iced tea, if you want to make the best iced tea, get a coffee drip machine. Okay. You got to almost get them on Amazon now, or it's hard to find them. Sometimes you can find them at Walmart, but you want to get the 1 gallon square tea bags. They're big tea bag, about that big. Put that where you would normally put the coffee. You got a pot, you fill the reservoir up with water. You got a pot. After the tea brews, you take that tea, you, you get a pitcher, fill it about halfway up with ice cubes, get some remember the lemonade, the frozen lemonade concentrate to make
Hmm.
lemonade. when we were kids. They still have that, in the like frozen orange juice, frozen
Yeah, I
lemonade.
remember that.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you take a couple big scoops of the frozen lemonade, throw that. You don't need any sugar because there's plenty of sugar in the lemonade concentrate, and you got the best lemon and sugared. It's like a Arnold Palmer, lemonade and iced tea in the world. So that's
Margaret's
a
the big.
me and my
She's
wife
the
we
big.
quit drinking soda years ago.
Margaret's the big iced tea drinker, but she loves Turkey Hill. Likes that. I
Oh
drink it
yeah, okay,
sometimes.
yeah. Well,
I
it
think,
tastes
but
like this. Tastes like that. It's just
I'm I'm still soda most of diet soda. I don't know why. It's like an oxymoron, but I like the diet soda. I like
Well,
iced tea too, but not
my
that much.
brother
Yeah,
switched to diet soda many years ago. He can't drink regular soda now. He's got to be
yeah,
diet.
I think it tastes better. I've been doing it since the first time I started losing weight, which is probably back in the '80s, mid '80s. I probably lost weight for the first time.
Yeah.
So I've been
Frank
drinking.
Frank wants you to do Reaper lessons in your new channel.
Yeah, I'll put up some. I'm not really that good with it, but just getting started with it. Now, it's set up by Marshall. If I've been friends with him lately, and he's a good guy, and he's a guitar instructor, a guitar luthier at work, and he does a lot of YouTube stuff. And he's out of Oregon, uh, but he's really good with Reaper. Yeah, he's done professional stuff, plays in band and stuff like that, teaches. And I learned a lot of stuff from his videos. Actually, believe it or not, I
Is
mean,
that
there's a
right?
lot of he taught me. I'm using. I got that NDI, which it's another way of getting your dull guitar effects from there to OBS or to here. Although I'm not too crazy, I still rather use Lander. NDI has different. It's got other settings you can do, and sometimes it can be. You can change the decibel, the loudness, and you got to get it just right. Whereas Lander, you just set it on your master track. There's no settings. You put it on your master track. There's nothing else to do. You
Yeah.
just any excuse me, any track or guitar track, micro, whatever. It's gonna move that. It's gonna source that from there to wherever else. There's no other settings there except for
I
what you
can
would normally do.
Yeah, I can get my guitar from the Helix into there and just put
Right,
guitar tracks, but I
right.
can't because my interface and I can't get figure out. I guess basically I've got the drivers loaded in wrong or not right
Oh,
or
you mean for
something.
your
Yeah,
interface? You're
because
the Zoom.
I can't get the computer and
Well, I
and
can't.
the interface to talk to each other. One of these
I,
days we'll do the
I
team viewer, but I'm not sure you're going to
Well,
be able.
I might need to be there in person
That's what I
for
mean. You have
that
to be
because
there in person.
you
Yeah.
have those lot. You got those buttons on there. Turn this off, turn that. Most of them don't have that,
Right.
so
Yeah.
it's something it would be easy to figure out. Okay, Janice, I'm trying to set up the Twitch studio for broadcasting. It's very difficult.
Studio. What's that?
Janice, it's like YouTube, but it used to be Justin
Oh,
TV.
Twitch. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Twitch used to be Justin TV. If anybody remembers Justin TV, and I used to stream on there years ago. I still have my account; it will still work, but I haven't done anything recently in years except for I might log on there. I'll still see some of my video from 15 years ago up there. But Twitch used to be Justin TV, but now they went to like it's different. I don't even I just like YouTube so much better. But I can do it. I can play around with it.
Yeah, the only one that I've really had anything to do with Twitch was Hack, and I don't think I
Right.
don't even know if he does it anymore.
I don't think
I
so.
think he tried that, and I don't think it was any benefit to him. So he just does when he's StreamYard, right, and YouTube.
Yeah. Yes. StreamYard and YouTube. And
Does
actually,
StreamYard and YouTube have any
w-
affiliation, or they just work together?
they just work together. They're separate
Yeah.
from each other.
Separate from
But actually, Hex, he did that show last Saturday.
right.
He did use OBS. He
Yeah.
did use OBS. So I sent them a video. Here, do this, do that, and it did sound better, except for the crackling. Other than that,
No, he'll figure that out eventually. I think.
yeah. Oh, I think he did. He was practicing with it, and I think he got it working good today. I told him what he could do. So when you set up OBS, and you're going to use an XLR mic, it might only like when you do it, put it in OBS. You might get audio out of one side. Well, it has a settings in there to put it in OBS to put it on mono. You want to put your mic on mono in OBS, and then that should take care of it where you have it.
Janet's watching people play synthesizers so she can become the next.
There
who's
you
the
go.
guy for yes, Rick Wakeman. She'll be the next Rick Wakeman before we know it on synthesizers.
Very good. Oh, the new channel. Here, I'll post it in here while I'm here, since I think. Let me go. It's Toby Tech Streaming. Don't ask me how I got that name, because maybe it's because of my old dog. All right, let me go to my channel. Channel, and I'll put it here. Oh, I don't want that open. I opened the wrong thing.
What's your dog's name again? What's your dog's name?
Skylar. Can you hear her barking?
Yeah, it's okay. I just couldn't remember.
Am I too loud? I might be too loud.
No, I don't think so. We never did ask how the sound was. I guess the sound's okay. Somebody would have said something.
Yeah, somebody said something. So if you click on that, let me know if that link's live. Because I posted it through here, but it's just.
It should still. I can copy and I can't copy and paste on this.
It'll be live. If you're a mod, it'll be live. It'll be a live link. If you're not a mod, it won't be a live link. You have to copy and paste it. But so I came up with that.
I'm subbing to your channel now.
Wishes okay.
All right, I just subbed. You
now
have 3 subscribers because you had 2.
Yeah.
Everybody sub to Mitch's new channel. The guitar store will pick up his Petrucci guitar is less than 1 hour from me. Guitar wishes. I might try and drive out to check it out. And you're down south. Frank's down south, right?
Right.
We don't need to.
South Carolina. But Randy Price is one of the guys that streams on. He goes on Ryan's show OU812. He might have 6 or 8 guys. Yeah. He's a shredder too. He's really good. He's really good.
All right, Blackjack Guitar.
Thank you, guys.
All right, cool. Well, you might have 5 or 6 subs before the end of this show, buddy.
See, I have a lot of videos unlisted videos on this channel, right?
Right.
I can actually take some of them, maybe alter it a little bit and put it up there.
Right.
And keep it separated.
Change the vocal.
Yeah, I did change the vocal. Look, if you listen to that, I changed my pitch a little higher.
Higher.
Yeah, I just ran it in through. So you can change it without messing up the duration. It keeps the same time. It just changes the pitch. I ran it through. I just used Audacity.
Technology today is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there's more that I don't know than I do know, but
so you've picked up a minimum of 3 subs in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know how
monetized on that channel before.
Oh no, I'm not monetized. I'm not monetizing. I don't monetize. You won't see me monetize. I'll never say never, but I'll never get to the point where I could monetize. And you'll never see me ask for a penny for anything.
Right. Oh, hey, Lars Guitars, if you're still there, Sterlach, just did another video today.
I saw it
on modelers, and he talked about the fractal, and he talks about all of them. Helix, fractal.
I saw the post. I didn't watch
the other, but he definitely says that right now that's the top. As long as you're not trying to copy, you can't copy amps like the Kemper. capture. Is that what they call it? Capture the
Yeah,
amp, cap,
it can
whatever
profile
profile.
any
Yeah, you can't do
profile
that on
a
the
real amp.
fractal,
Yeah,
but you can't. Kemper's about the only one really that I think does
yeah,
it
that's
effectively.
that I know of.
Effectively.
Yeah,
So, there you go.
he watched.
Lincoln Town. How do you say that? Oh, Lincoln. Lincoln. Oh, Lincoln Town. Lincolnton. I guess that's how you say it. Never heard of it. I'll look it up on the map, Frank. Going to go in the kitchen. We'll be listening. All right, Janice.
I
Oh, you watched it, Larry? Okay, cool, cool. Yeah, I was thinking, it's like, that's kind of cool. He did that right after we did the stream
No, you
last
were
night.
talking about Johnny Lee yesterday. I
Yeah,
did. I went to download some of his patches, and I didn't feel like logging in. I had to look up my password. I didn't feel like doing it, but he had a couple. I was going to do it, but I don't know it by heart. My
that's one of the few
line
things that I
six.
let my computer remember my password. I figure I can't, nobody can steal anything from me from uh, Helix Edit, you know?
Hmm.
So when I do it, it's just, I just have to click it because I let it, I save the password and the
Right.
login. So that comes up when I go to do, when I bring up
Well,
Helix Edit.
I'm getting
So I
into
get
the
tired
hack.
of forgetting because I don't do it that much, and you forget those
Well,
passwords.
but then it's a bad thing if you get hacked. Like to say, if you would stay like logged on to Amazon or something like that, if you get hacked and you leave your computer on, it's the party's over.
Yeah, well,
So
I
I'm
didn't.
getting a habit if I don't have my computer saving anything. Like
Right.
here, I'll log out of here. I always got to log back in. My
Yeah.
Gmail, I always got to log back in.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it that way. And because I mentioned to you, I guess some of you guys know, and I'm going to say it in here, Joe Wentz got hacked. His Sweetwater account got hacked. They took care of it. Sweetwater did, but it's not a good feeling. You still got to go through a lot of stuff. And
Yeah.
it's a pain in the
Woof,
butt.
woof. The dog pot is
Hey,
in the
there's the
house.
doll paw. Woo,
The
woo, woo.
Doc man. What's up, Doc? How you doing, buddy? So we really didn't have anything planned for tonight, but
He's an
it's
IT
good
guy.
time. It's good time. Yeah, good player
Uh,
too. But it's good that we did this because it's good timing for your new channel to announce that. You know.
yeah, I mentioned earlier. I'm just doing a separate channel on like how to do stuff that you don't have to search all over the internet for. Like how you set up and I mean it's on there. How to set up a StreamYard account to stream. There's plenty of stuff on there,
Well,
but I try to make it
if you put the right words in your description, you know, the title of the video, you'll probably get a lot of views. You know,
hashtags. I don't know.
well, you don't have to do that so much, but if you just put Reaper in the title
Well, that's what
or
you do. That's what it is.
OBS,
You
yeah,
have to put a hashtag. You have to put the hash mark.
because some of
Um,
your okay, well, you should do that because some of your early tech videos have a lot of views, dude.
Now,
You know,
when I got the Leo James Telly, I think that's up to. I got it 6 months ago. I think it might have 2,000 views on there. I don't know.
is that right?
1,700,
Yeah.
1,700. Yeah, it seems like a lot of these. I've been buying these budget guitars the last year, right? Some of those ones you don't see a lot of, like the Leo James, they'll do good. You just don't see a whole lot of them out there, and they might
Right.
do good. But when they start getting more and more and more,
Now, do they
uh,
watch any length of it, or do they just watch a little bit of it? Do you ever look at the
yeah,
analytics?
it's like 3 minutes. The retention span or something like that. I don't monetize, so some of the stuff I don't have the data for, but I know it's not. They don't watch it long.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of. Of course, I don't do very many videos anymore. I'm too lazy. But um, you know, even if I just do like a 3 minute jam, I still only get like you get about 50% watch time of the actual length of the video.
Yeah.
If I do a 5 minute um, jam, you know, the average watch time's about 2 minutes. Because some
Yeah.
people watch it all the way through. So you know, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Learn
It's
from what
not.
happened to Joe. Never let a retailer keep your yeah. I don't want anybody to have my
Yeah, I made sure Dolpa. I called up. I only had a couple. I thought. Sweetwater didn't have my account on there or my credit card on there, but they did actually. So I deleted that right away because I always call up and they tell me what I want to use, and I just give them. But I always got to give them a number and everything. But I took that off. And the only other thing, um, I had was karaoke.com, where I could download backing tracks. It's not from the original artist, but they have it without the guitars or without the singing, so I could play to it. And I just deleted that altogether.
There you go. I got hacked. I was the wrong person to get hacked. Back when I first started getting into computers, I had me and another guy were to help this guy run they just started an over 50 baseball league. It was about 15 years. And I had my first computer, but my wife helped me get set up, and I was with Google, and I've learned how to do email and all. But that's all I did was, I had the email for the baseball league, basically. And then, of course, I learned, that my brother and friends had, and learned how all that. Janet was teaching me how to do this stuff. And so I had, my address was April Fool's 2020 at Gmail. And Janet is April Fool's 88. We got married April 1st. So that's why we're April Fools. And so I don't know anything about anything. And I get this thing from Google and it said they wanted this. Well, I gave them my password. But I was the wrong person to hack because I didn't have any bank information. I had no information in there. The only information I had was, and all my contacts, I got an email that I was stuck in Ethiopia and I needed money to get home.
That's terrible.
So I switched to Yahoo because of my buddy that I was helping me run the league. He was with Yahoo. I said, well, if Jack's with Yahoo, I'll go Yahoo. So now I know, that's the thing. If you have a suspect email, don't even look at it. Don't open it. Just put it in spam.
Delete it. No, you delete the whole thing. Yeah. But I think Gmail has some of the best spam filters. Everything I've used before. I have my Microsoft account, and my Gmail, my Microsoft Hotmail account, and that don't even nowhere compare as good as what Gmail is.
What's a PP
but I don't use
interface? What's a PP interface and a PP account?
Point to point. I go through PayPal for.
Is that what P is? P to point?
I don't know. Point to point. I do have. I think
PayPal. PayPal.
PayPal. I think that's what I had my karaoke.com going through. But I deleted it all.
PayPal. I had a problem with a credit card.
I think PayPal.
I was a day late. I pay off my credit card every month, and I was a day late. They charged me a late fee. I said, "Are you crazy? You're going to charge me?" I said, "You're going to charge me the late fee? You're not the only show in town." All right, cancel my card. And I haven't given a new card to PayPal. So.
Here's a big. I don't know. I think I told you this. Maybe I didn't. Some of the people know them in the chat. When I sell one of these expensive guitars, whatever, I give Margaret the money to put on my my credit card. I have one credit card that I buy this crap with. Anyway, but she pays the bills online, right?
Right.
And she sent it to the wrong place. I gave her $1,000 to put on whatever.
Oh no.
It went to the township. Not a big deal. We got it back. But meanwhile, I got a late. Sorry about that. I got a late fee on for my credit card that I've been with this company for like 30 years, right? And so we hurried up and made a payment. Then I called up, and long story short, we got them they waived the late fee because
They usually do it once. This is the second time that I had done that. It was American Express.
30 years, 30 some years I've been with this company, and we got the money back, from where she sent it to by accident. But yeah, I was pissed off, say the least.
I'll tell you what, it's a pain in the ass trying to deal with the credit card company. It takes you 5 minutes before you get to speak to an individual.
Xfinity, Comcast is bad now. you can't talk to a live person when you call. You can have them call you back, or you can
Hey,
set
did
it
you
up with.
lose your TV? They had problems with
No, we didn't, but
Comcast. You didn't.
other people did. I
Yeah.
mean, not right where I'm at, but other people
Comcast
did.
and somebody else. What was the other big thing?
Oh, some
911.
I think
911.
a lot of the
People couldn't
cell.
call nine. Yeah, and
I
people
think the
couldn't call
cells,
911.
the cell
Yeah,
companies had a lot of problem
Verizon
too.
and T-Mobile. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Luckily, we didn't have any. Or no, not T-Mobile. Well, I think maybe they, but AT&T, I think, was the biggest one. They got hit the biggest on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
when the Chinese decide to turn us off, it's gonna. Hopefully, I'm warm bait at that point, or dust in the wind. 'Cause
Yeah. But
it's
it's like
coming. It's coming.
it's scary. Robots. You're gonna have a robot. You're gonna buy a robot. You see any of those videos? How those robots
Yeah,
look?
yeah, I
Oh
know.
my gosh, they look
So
real.
it kills you, and then it kills you.
Yeah. Well, when that happens, well, I'll be going anyway.
Somebody got attacked by a robot. I
I
think one of
saw
the
something
workers.
recently.
I think somebody that worked on them.
I don't know if it was real. I
A
saw something post.
rogue robot.
I
It's a
haven't
good
followed
song,
up on it.
like a
I don't
good
know if
blues
it's.
song.
I don't know if it's real. And they had that AI thing. Now I don't want to get into politics. I don't want to bring that up. Uh, yeah, Google Gemini, where people are. I don't know if it's Google Gemini or AI chat. I mean, it's a Google thing. You'll say, "Show me pictures of early American heroes," and they they'll basically they'll have somebody, but it wasn't, it was a white person, not a black person.
Oh, gotcha.
It's got it all screwed up. They got black people in the
Oh,
KKK
Christ.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, you got to
It's
watch
really
out for that. Hey, so do you have an A/B switch thing?
no. I did at one time.
Because I was going to say
No.
you should do the. I'm looking at. I keep looking at your green telly. Is it green or blue?
It's seafoam
Seafoam
green,
green. Yeah,
something like
seafoam
that.
green. Yeah. And I would love to hear an A/B of that and the guitar that the shredder gave you.
I'll do one. Let's give me an idea.
That would be cool. That would be pretty cool.
But it's
How
got
do
a
they
big.
feel? Do they feel different?
Yeah, it's got a big neck on the one that
Or
Richard gave me.
fat?
Fat neck. But it takes me only a second to get used to it. That's got a thinner neck.
There's Rick Hefner's in the house.
Hey Rick, but I have that on. It's like a month down on Facebook Marketplace. Only 2 inquiries. So I don't know. It's just things aren't selling right now for whatever reason. And these are like $16.99 brand new.
A 47 what? Doc,
Oh
I have
yeah,
no idea what he's talking. What's he talking about?
gas. Yeah, I used to put stable in my if I had gas left over in my lawnmowers, I would put a couple drops in that for the winter. That stable is supposed to keep the gas from gumming up or something. I don't know.
We talk about something that goes up and down.
Oh, your
I'll
price.
tell you
Yeah,
what.
price,
We went to Salisbury last week,
mm-hmm.
and we went the back roads, and I needed gas in Janet's car, and finally, I just stopped. Gas is about 20 cents a gallon more in Salisbury than it is around here.
Oh,
Isn't that
really?
crazy? Yeah, Delaware is less.
Maryland, Maryland was like 50 cents cheaper, but they just went up recently. I mean, they went up here too.
What are you paying a gallon now, regular?
I think I get gas like once a month.
Yeah.
I think I paid $3.30 something.
Yeah.
Before that, I paid $2.98.
Right. Yeah.
But it went back up. It went back up. See, that's in Maryland. I was in Maryland.
So it's cheaper in Maryland and PA?
Yeah, normally. Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Yep. PA's got some of the highest gas tax, mostly for the roads, I believe.
Right.
And they have some of the worst roads in the country in PA, believe it or not.
Well, they got Pennsylvania's a big state.
It is.
If you look on the map, it's It's you could probably put about 10 Delawares in the area of Pennsylvania. You want to deal with? You got me lost.
Me too.
Doc, Doc spricht Deutsch, man.
Yeah, but so you're not interested in any gear on your radar, any new thing? You're going to get the fractal now?
No, Christ. The learn, it's. Let me tell you something. You have to. You would pick up the fractal probably relatively quickly. There's a lot of tweaking. I mean, there is so much
Yeah,
more that you can do. Holy moly!
I didn't do good with the. I didn't really try either with
On
the
Helix,
Helix.
you can. You got like the amp. You've got. I never even touched the sag, the ripple, the this, the that, the upside. All those different things, and it goes like 2 levels beyond that with the fractal. You can change. Larry was showing some of it last night. And I've
Yeah,
seen some other. It's if you can, if I mean with the Helix, to me, if you can't find a good tone on the Helix, I, I don't know what to tell you. But with the fractal, it's a superior thing, but it's not as. It's a little more. You've got a much larger learning curve, I think, on the fractal than the Helix.
I think what's the new one the Fender just came out with? That might be the easiest one to use out of all of them.
Well, I tell you what, they get that thing's getting clobbered by all the
Some people like. I think.
Not many.
I think
most people are saying it's this, that, and
I think Marshall just tried one from a friend of his. He was really impressed. He liked it.
Really.
Yeah, I saw a few people that liked it.
Yeah, some people, you're gonna, but a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are, I guess they're just used to their Kempers or their fractals or their Axe effects or their THR. What I don't. There's so many different ones.
But who's the other one? Jonathan. What's his name? Jonathan. What's his last name? You know who I'm talking about. Don.
What's that?
Who's the guy? The other guy from the UK, Jonathan Cord.
Oh, Cordy. Yeah.
Cordy. He'll find something wrong with almost everything, but he'll tell you the good parts about it.
Right.
Too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's all Helix. I mean, he's got his own. He's got his own artist thing on Line 6.
He's very good. He's a very good, very good guitar player.
He's probably responsible for a lot of sales.
Yeah,
Doc, you better be careful with your 1985 Fender Tweed Bassman amp. You're gonna kill unless you fix your ears, somehow. Be careful with that, man.
Which you had it worked on, Dog Paw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's getting it back.
I watch some of these channels that will work on amps, and I'm amazed. The guitarologists, there's other people too, and I'm just amazed how they work on these electronics. There's another guy, I forget his name already. He fixes a lot of these game consoles like the PlayStations, and they do a lot. This guy does a lot of soldering. I mean, he can look at it, almost tell you right away, well, this is bad. I need to replace that, and I haven't seen anything that he hasn't been able to fix. He'll get something real cheap, or somebody will give him something and he'll fix it. But he'll do a lot of soldering. I'm not. I thought about. I still may. I'm thinking about getting into replacing pickups, but I don't want to burn my house down. I think I could. I looked enough videos where I understand it enough. I think I can do it without messing up. But I don't know without practicing, and I don't. Maybe I could do it outside when the summer comes or something. I'll have to do it out.
Do you still trying to sell one of your guitars?
I was just saying. Did you just hear me say it? I had it up there for a month already.
Oh, the Telecaster.
The Telecaster. Oh, I got two.
I was probably reading the chat when you said it.
2 inquiries in a month. That's all I got, and they wanted to trade me. Right. But I made sure I had it. I got in there. No trade.
I thought it was a Strat. I thought it was a Strat.
The Tele. No, this ain't going nowhere. This is my first one when I got back into playing
Oh, okay. All
in
right. That's your
2015.
American. Is that your American?
American Deluxe.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a super strat, right?
I
SS.
don't know if they call it a super strat.
Well, it's got the humbucker in it,
It does have,
right?
yeah, it does have a
Yeah. I
humbucker.
thought that was the whole idea with the
Yeah,
single SSH. Is that what they call them? Yeah.
yeah, yep.
Single H or
It's
HSS
got those.
humbucker
It's
single
got those
HSS.
noiseless. There's noiseless
Oh, those are
pickups.
noiseless? Really?
Yeah, and they some of these experts they complain about it. I don't know. It sounds good to me. Yeah, but it sounds good to me.
People
Yeah.
find something to complain about, trust me.
Yeah, I mean, and I noticed that it's got the locking tuners on it. And I was looking at the. I was thinking about getting some of these cheaper guitars I got. Thinking about replacing the tuners. I don't know why, because I don't have they stay in tune. I don't have a problem, but just to do it so I can say I can do it. I'm looking at these on here. It's got the staggered pole pieces on them.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, so the bottom ones are the tallest ones and they go to the top to the shortest.
Does it have string trees? No string tree.
No, it does not. It's got the metal nut on there, steel nut, whatever it is, titanium. I don't know what it is, but it's good. Now my Tele does have the string trees on there, but it's got not. It doesn't have the cheap ones. It's got a better one.
You know, it's funny. I've got these old guitar player magazines from the late '80s, early '90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got about I don't know. There's a box of them that I packed up when we moved, and I bring them out. And I look at the ads more than I read the articles because half these people I've never heard of or not interested in their music. But and at one point they had I think it was a Telecaster back in the late '80s, early '90s, '89 or '91. I forget which year, but it was a Telecaster, and it had a metal nut. And because it had a metal nut, you didn't have to have string trees.
Wow.
And it mentioned less sliding and whatever, whatever makes strings go out of tune up there because of the nut. And it just amazes me that they don't use that more. I'll tell you what, my Les Paul's got a titanium, which it's just metal. It's a metal nut.
Yeah.
This thing, it goes out of tune, especially when I start bending the G string when I'm bending notes, but it's not. I've got so much crap on process sound, you don't hear it quite as much as if you're playing clean. Like when you play clean in chords, you can really tell it's out of tune. When it's out of tune. But we learned some time ago that metal nut thing did not work. Huh? Well,
oh, mine sounds fine, and that's the only one. Well, I had that EVH, of course. It had the Floyd Rose. And that thing stayed in tune. I mean, that thing stayed in tune, really, really good. I sometimes have little second thoughts, seller's remorse.
I'm thinking that guitar that Lars got that what is it?
Stromberg.
Whatever it is,
Stromberg,
whatever. But I think that thing probably stays in tune.
Right.
I was looking at that. I looked that up. That's very cool guitar. I like.
I mean, I would like it for.
I'm not one for green guitars, but I like that one.
If it's light, and.
Oh, he said it.
That's why some of my cheap guitars
up with
are
a
light.
Couple fingers, I think.
I I have bad circulation. Now, if I use a strap, I don't have a problem. But sometimes I don't want to use a strap. But what was I going to say?
Dogpaw had a metal nut. I don't know. I'm surprised that they haven't come up with some technology hasn't caught up with guitars.
Oh, I saw a guitar today, a video, and just passing the guy. I can't remember if it was electric or a acoustic. They put all bone nut frets. All the frets were made out of bone nut.
Bone, really?
Yeah. But I didn't listen to the sound. It was on the phone, and I'm saying, "What the?" I wonder. But it looked real nice and everything. I wonder how that would sound, or would it wear out quicker?
Yeah, that was really interesting, that guitar he got. He says ergonomic. It's like three different. Like if you're sitting and playing, which I
Mhm.
can't do too much because I hunch over, and I get back spasms later in the day. My back
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
gives out, so I got to stand up when I play, and I don't have any problem. But his guitar, you can sit straight. You can have it like on an angle up this way. You can have it. There's like three different ways you can put it in your lap to play. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
So and it
Yeah,
looks
I
cool.
would.
It looks cool, but I got that headless horseman look, man, without the headstock.
Have
That
you
would
ever
take
played a? You ever played a Sir guitar, Sir?
no.
I mean, I would like to. Paul Lou was in Discord the other day, and last week, and he played one. He said it's unbelievable. But the only places around here is what's the place you got yours at? Um,
Washington music.
yeah, what's it called?
Chuck Levins.
Chuck.
Chuck
Yeah,
Levins.
he has some there.
Is
But
that
I'm not
right?
going to get.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're
That's
expensive.
pretty
They're
good. That's
like
a pretty good drive for you.
it's like over $3,000.
Right.
It's
If I'm,
yeah,
I
3 or 5 grand.
I still am amazed that I spent as much as I did on this Les Paul, but that was my bucket list guitar. So if I don't
Yeah,
get another one, no big deal, right?
same here.
I
Yeah.
think you're on the right track with just the cheapies, but I think really your next cheap guitar should be a hollow body or semi
Well, I
hollow
got
body.
one. I got.
You have a hollow body? Oh, right. I forgot about that one. Oh yeah, you don't need to get. You've got one. You should play that thing more
It's-
often.
I
That's
know.
a pretty guitar,
This
man.
thing plays
I
good.
forgot all about that son of a gun.
I had a trouble with the nut. Phil at Blinks fixed it. I can't believe how good it plays. He followed it down. It just wasn't followed off, and it plays really good. There's like some cosmetic issues, but I don't care. For as little as I
What
paid
does
for
it
it,
cost? What it cost? $129
probably less than that.
because you got the discount.
Well,
because
they took off because
they took off.
and yeah, the pickups aren't great. They're not bad, but and
You spend $300 on pickups, you still have a nice guitar for under $5,000, 500, under 500.
and I didn't, I didn't bother.
500.
I didn't bother hooking my humidifier, dehumidifier, whatever. It's like doing it. It's still the frets are still fine, nothing sharp.
All right, Mitch, it's been an hour. Let's see. I bought it for that because of the back spat. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Problems, Larry. Yeah, well, that's a good guitar. I'll tell you what, Larry, we got to see a video of you play. You actually should do a review. I'd love to hear it clean, to hear what it sounds like without, all the, just because it intrigues me, but I'm not sure I want to go that much for another guitar. But I am intrigued by that guitar, that with that goofy back. Did you?
Read Dog Paws thing. Oh, that's 17 inches, really flat.
Oh, a handmade compensated bone net for your new. I got a photo the other day of the frets being put on. So, what kind of guitar is it, Doc? Oh, they make. Oh, what's the body style? Is it going to look like? Is it going to look double cutaway like your whatever the hell it is you played? I forget that Yamaha. No. I forget what he's got. Double cutaway. Maybe it is a Yamaha. All right. Well, we'll talk again.
All right.
And probably if we're not next week, we'll see you guys all in a couple of weeks, right, Mitch?
A couple of weeks. Yep. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it.
Compensated.
And
now, what is compensated? Just a sec before we go. You got a bone nut. What's compensated? Why is it compensated?
I don't know what that. Yeah, I heard it before. I don't know.
Does that mean it's part bone and part not bone?
Could be.
Like what do you call that? When they have some kind of when you combine like they have a new finger fretboard material.
Good night, Frank.
Composite.
Yeah.
Okay. Compensated composite. Okay. Never mind. I got you. It's a combination.
All right, boys and girls. Have a good week. stay safe from this crazy weather we're having, especially out Midwest.
All right, Doc, do a video with that thing when you get it so we can see it. And everybody, be careful.
Good night, Rick. Good night, Rick Hefner,
Bad
Dog
weather
Paw,
all over the place.
Frank C., Larry,
Janice is probably still listening in her kitchen.
Dwight Bailey. Hefner, I don't know if you
Hitman. Jesse was in there. He's probably on his way home from the gym now. And Blackjack Guitar. Dwight, we got Dwight, Jesse, Frank. Yeah. All right. Well, we did good. And we didn't have much on the plate, no agenda tonight. So we'll try to come up with something.
Dale, look, Dale Palmer stopped in. Hello.
I think Dale's lurks and he comes in at the very end to say hi. And Dale, we appreciate you, buddy, even if you just came in for a couple seconds at the end. Mitch, I'm not going to hang.
That's fine.
But I'm
ready to go too.
I'll call you and say hi to Margaret. All right.
See you later.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Good night. Good night.